How is it that an intelligent person could learn something more than once, know it's valuable, and then never use it? Think about that. You've heard this message before. You've watched the videos, you've read the books, you've taken the notes. And yet, here you are, still stuck, still waiting, still wondering why nothing changes. Because we've all been taught a big lie. The lie is that information is power. Information is not power. Let me say that again. Information is not power. Information is potential power. Potential means nothing. Potential is a ghost. Potential is a promise that hasn't been kept. Only one thing gives you power, and that's action. Work. Actually doing something. Not thinking about it. Not planning it. Not posting about it. Doing it. That's what you have to do to achieve anything. You have to execute. You have to make it happen. You have to bleed for it. A real champion ain't just getting it done when someone's watching them. Anybody can perform when the lights are on. Anybody can show up when the crowd is cheering. Anybody can work hard when the boss is looking. That's not champion behavior. That's biaoyan. That's acting. A real champion does it in the dark when no one's around. They're holding themselves accountable in those early mornings and late nights when nobody is clapping, when nobody is watching, when nobody cares. When you're a real champion, it don't matter what the conditions are. It don't matter if you're tired. It don't matter if you're sick. It don't matter if you're heartbroken. You get it done no matter what's going on. No excuses. No complaints. Just results. Standards are what I live by. Not goals, not wishes, standards. I'm in the gym every morning at 4:58. The gym opens at 5. Every morning, I'm the first one there. Every morning. Not when it's warm, not when I slept well. Every morning. And I'm the last one to leave. Every morning for me, I want to live this way till I die. I don't want to get comfortable. I don't want to coast. I want to grind until my last breath. I want you to feel what it feels like to win. Not just to participate, to win, to change your life, to change your family tree, to change the rest of the world. I'm addicted to the grow. I'm addicted to the grind. I'm addicted to the struggle. I'm addicted to pounding my back against the wall until the wall breaks. So anytime that you guys right now are thinking, oh man, this is hard. This is too much. I can't do this. Dude, what do you want it to be? Easy? You want it to be soft? You want it to be handed to you? If it's easy, you're going to go nowhere. If it's easy, you're going to be a loser. That's why you intentionally do hardship. That's why you wake up and go work out when you don't want to. That's why you cold plunge in the morning when every cell in your body is screaming no. That's why you have conversations with someone that you don't really want to have. That's why you do the hard things that no one else will do. You care more than everyone else. Doing the hardship pays off so much. It compounds, it builds, it transforms. Greatness ain't a thought process. It's not an idea. It's not a dream. It's a lifestyle. It's how you live. It's what you get up every day and breathe. It's the air in your lungs. It's the blood in your veins. Doing things that are intentionally hard means that I am getting up every day and intentionally, on purpose, doing things that are difficult. Not because I have to, because I choose to. And if I do things that are hard, if I make more calls than anybody else, if I wake up in the morning when I don't want to, if I put my phone down in the gym and put it on do not disturb so I don't mess with it, if I put my music on and grind for an hour and a half, I'm going to torture myself intentionally. I'm going to push myself past every limit. When that happens, you become mentally tough. You become unbreakable. You become the person that everyone else looks at and says, how do they do it? Success is processional. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen because of one lucky break. It results from a series of small disciplines, like a freight train picking up speed, slowly at first. inch by inch, then faster, then leaving behind old patterns and fueling yourself with new ones. That gives you unprecedented momentum. That's when you become unstoppable. If I can get you guys addicted to intentionally doing hard stuff, if I can rewire your brain to crave the struggle, when you can be so disciplined that you'll do things that you don't want to do and find enjoyment in doing these things that you know everyone else is avoiding, you immediately go to a new level. You separate yourself from the herd. Most people quit. Most people can't push through when it counts. When the pain comes, they fold. When the fatigue hits, they stop. When the rejection arrives, they go home. Today is the day we have to push harder. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. We will not quit. We will not surrender. We will not tap out. We will step up the discipline. It's uncomfortable to wake up early. Good. Wake up early anyway. That's what we're doing. Wake up early and do something physical. Work out, lift, sprint, run, pull-ups, push-ups, dips, rope climbs, swim, surf. Wake up and freaking get after it like your life depends on it. Because it does. Do you actually want to do this or not? I need you to answer that right now. Not with your mouth, with your gut. Do you actually want to do this or not? Because if you actually want to do it, what's going to stop you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not the weather, not your job, not your lack of money, not your lack of time. Nothing. And if you don't really want to do it, what's going to stop you? Just about anything that comes up. Just about any obstacle that gets in your way becomes an excuse. It becomes a reason. It becomes a rationale for not proceeding down that path. For all y'all out there making excuses, all y'all out there have good reasons for why you can't. I don't want to hear them. Go to work. Y'all gonna get up and grind. Get your butt up and find the strength to do what you're supposed to do. Does it require more money? Then go put a plan together to make more money. Does it require a network? Then go find those people. Does it require new skills? Then go learn them. Don't whine about something that you can work on. Use your energy on coming up with a master plan. Use your frustration as fuel. The reason why you haven't been successful is because, yeah, you bought the equipment. Yeah, you bought the course. Yeah, you bought the gym membership. But the problem is you didn't buy your value system. You can buy all this stuff you want, but until your value system says that I'm going to get up and grind and do the work, it's not going to happen. Your value system says you believe in sleep more than you believe in grinding. Your value system says you believe in comfort more than you believe in growth. Your value system says you're a consumer and not a producer. You take in content, but you never create anything. You watch other people win, but you never enter the arena. I gotta man up and go 120%. I don't want to hear no excuses. Shut up while you're talking about what you don't like. You're wasting time from the grind. Every second you spend complaining is a second you could be building. If you really want the reward, put in the work. Put in the reps. It might take 10 reps. It might take 20 reps. It might take 30 reps. It might take 100 reps. It might take 1,000. It may take 10,000. Who cares? Who is counting? Just keep putting in the reps. And after you keep putting in the reps, put in some more reps. And then guess what? If you put in the reps, and you put in the reps in the right way, and you put in enough reps, and you make the sacrifices, you will wake up one day, and that rep will turn into a reward. That grind will turn into a gain. That struggle will turn into a story. You've got to raise your standards. You have to take the shoulds in your life and make them musts. As long as it's a should, you'll do it when it's convenient. And convenience does not create consistency. Convenience is the enemy of excellence. And if you're good at anything, you're consistent. It's consistency that makes a relationship work. It's consistency that builds trust. It's consistency that will give you financial independence. Not being good for a while with your investments. Not being good for a while with your earnings. It's consistency. The only way to get that is to have a standard, a must. If every day you demanded more for yourself than anyone else could expect, if it wasn't the standards of what other people think, but it was the standards of what you are truly capable of, if that was the must for you, not the should, then would you eat differently today? Would you work differently? Would you love differently? Would you focus differently? Even though you exhausted that passion, that career, that was a must. Do your absolute best every single day. Have a higher demand on yourself than anyone else has on you. What could your life be like? We'll find out. but only if you start. Only if you commit. You know that you've got the power within you to make the difference. You know it. You've felt it. You've glimpsed it. This force, this power, this energy that you have is more powerful than anything that can ever happen to you. But there's another kind of instinct that you need to be on the lookout for. And this one is a liar. This one is a saboteur. This one is a backbiter. This is the instinct that says, you've had enough. You've given it your best shot. You can stand down. You can back off. You can rest now. Do not listen to that instinct. Do not listen. That voice is the voice of mediocrity. That voice is the voice of your old self trying to survive. And that is the instinct you need to fight. You need to push it back. You need to smash it into the ground. Train that instinct. Train it to say, get up, go, fight on, one more, one more, one more. Everybody wants to be a beast. Everybody wants to be number one. Everybody wants to be the best. Everybody wants to succeed. Everybody wants to have, to be, and to do what they feel they've been called to do. The challenge becomes that most of us, when it's time to do what beasts do, we don't do it. We freeze. We hesitate. We make excuses. So E.T., what do you mean? Look, I told you I wake up at 3 in the morning. I just woke up recently and it was 2:45. And the average person in me said, E.T., just pull the covers back over you. It's okay. You got 15 more minutes. You deserve it. You worked hard yesterday. But the phenomenal in me said, E.T., if you go back to sleep for those 15 minutes, there's no guarantee you're going to get up at 3. If you go back to sleep right now, you might wake up and it's 4. You might wake up and it's 5. You might wake up and it's 6. All you have is right now. Are those 15 minutes that sweet? Are those 15 minutes of extra sleep worth pushing back your dream? Are they worth pushing back your goal? Everything you've ever wanted. Son, you're right there. You're so close. You're closer than you've ever been before. Those 15 minutes are not worth the rest of your life. Those 15 minutes are not worth you slipping down the chart. That is not worth it because you wake up at 3:30, some other kid is getting up at 3, and he's got 30 minutes on your day. 30 minutes every day adds up. That's 182 hours a year. That's more than a week of head start. So I need you not only to want to be a beast, I need you to get in beast mode and stay in beast mode. I need you to put on beast mode like a uniform. I need you to live in beast mode like it's your permanent address. Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. Everybody wants something in life. But many of you in this room right now, your beast mode is idle. Your beast mode is parked. Your beast mode is turned off. And when you leave this place, I'm telling you, your life is going to go to a whole nother level if you can learn to turn that switch on and keep that switch on. You don't punish yourself, it's never going to happen if you don't punish yourself. Somebody said, E.T., you're losing weight. I punish myself. I don't eat meat no more. That's a punishment. I had to give something up to go up. What do you give up? Do you not watch TV? That's your problem. You're getting to watch TV and not make money and still survive. You're getting the reward and you ain't worked for it. You got to stop playing. Most of you, what happens is when everything is favorable, when the sun is shining, when your back isn't against the wall, you're a beast. But when the conditions ain't right, when you get smacked in the face, when life punches you in the gut, you crumble. You got to grow up. You got to be a morning person, an afternoon person, a night person. You got to be a when you feel good person, a when you're sick person, a when you're tired person. And you don't get here by quitting when you're tired. You get here by quitting when you're finished, when you're done. You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you complete it, when you execute it. Execution is worship. It is the highest form of respect you can pay to your dream. Continue to work. Continue that course. Believing in the worthy cause. The end state of it all. Knowing that the pressures and the problems coming your way, those are the situations that are going to formulate and mold you into the person you want to become. Embrace the sadness as a reality. Sacrifice this day for the investment in the future of greatness. You got to take that thing out like you got to take the breath out of it. So some of y'all are afraid of math. Go after it. Go get it. Don't run from it no more. Go get it. You go in there and go get that grade. You go in there and get that information so you can pass that class. You got to go get it like it's already yours. I want you to go in with confidence that you've never had before. And every time in your life, slay them. You go back and you slay them. Don't kill them, slay them. I'm tired of people talking about, I want to be successful. I'm tired of people saying, I want to be great. Look, everybody wants to be a beast, and it's time to do what real beasts do. Let me tell you something. That means getting up early. That means going to bed late. That means you don't go to sleep when you're tired. You go to sleep when you're done. So remember, success is never on discount, and greatness ain't never on sale. You cannot buy it. You cannot borrow it. You cannot steal it. You have to earn it. I challenge you to have more. I challenge you to do more. I challenge you to be more. You got to get this beast mode. You got to embody beast mode. Everything about you has to say, I ain't playing. If it's out there to have, I'm gonna get it. And I ain't leaving none of it behind. It's mine. Far too many of you worry way too much about other people and not enough about yourselves. You know how you get good at business? You worry about your own stuff. You know how you get good at your job? You worry about your own stuff. You know how you get in good shape? You don't worry about how many reps the other mother lover in the gym is doing. You worry about how many reps you're doing. If you're going to run a business, do you think I sit in the back room and talk to my key guys about what everybody else is doing? No, I don't care. I don't care what anybody else is doing. I care what we're doing. I care if we're making the calls. I care if we're providing value. I care if we're making the best products. I don't give a damn if anybody else is doing that. I care if we're doing that. And you know what? That's how you become a leader. That's how you become the industry leader. Because you're not following anybody else's lead. You're innovating. You're creating a unique path of your own. When you spend your energy focusing on what other people are doing instead of executing on your own opportunities, you are setting yourself up to fail time and time again. And this goes against what society is, right? Society is all about gossip. It's all about talk. It's all about who's doing what. And it's never about worrying about what you're doing. Go to a bar. What's everybody talking about? What their company is doing, what their boss is doing, what their coworkers are doing, what their aunt is doing, what their mom is doing, what their dad is doing. Nobody cares, and it doesn't matter. That's why you don't see successful people hanging out with people like that, because they worry about their own stuff. They worry about their own actions. They worry about what they execute on, and they worry about how they can get better at it. You should be grinding, and you're looking at the score. The score is what it is. The score ain't about to change because you looked at it. Keep playing the game. Keep grinding. Keep working. And that other stuff will take care of itself. And let me tell you something. I don't know if I'm number one or not. And I won't know. I won't go look at that list. Why? Because I'm too busy grinding. And some of you should be busy practicing, and you're staring at yourself in the mirror. When you want to become a diamond, your whole attitude changes. Your whole mindset changes. Your thinking changes. Your relationships change. The decisions that you make change. How you spend your time, your energy, all of it changes. See, this is something that you can't be in this business. This business has to be in you. And many of you cannot get to your level of success. You cannot get to dominance because you are worried about everything that's coming in your ear. Guys, you got to learn to kill the noise. Who cares what they say? Dominance. Who cares what they think? Dominance. Listen to me. Nothing succeeds like success. You want to kill your haters. You want to shut them down. You want to kill the noise. Nothing succeeds like success. And I'm telling you, if you can learn to kill the noise and dominate your space, your lane, stay in your lane and dominate your lane, I'm telling you, not only will you compete, not only will you dominate, but you, my friend, will leave a dynasty. I dare you to dominate. I challenge you to find your space, stay in your space, and create something in your space that has never been created before. Control your lane. I dare you to believe in your uniqueness. I dare you to believe in you. I dare you to stand up for yourself. I dare you to dominate your space, your world, and leave a legacy. My glory doesn't happen in front of a crowd. It doesn't happen in a stadium or on a stage. There are no medals handed out. It happens in the darkness of the early morning in solitude, where I try and I try and I try again with everything I have to be the best that I can possibly be. Better than I was yesterday, better than people thought I could be, better than I thought I could be, and claim one victory that no one can ever take away from me. A victory that is earned every single day. A victory of determination and will and discipline. A victory achieved because I will not stop. It's the character of who you are. It's not the title that makes you. It's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success. The character defines the fate. And it starts right there. Championships aren't won in the theater or the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs when it's raining and everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won. That's when the foundation is laid. That's when the legend is born. How you hold yourself in the small things of life builds the character. Winning blocks of the things that will be remembered for. Do the job right or don't do it at all. That's the same person who has their hand raised on the podium one day. Same mother. It's how you look at something. If your name is attached to it, you do it right. The best of your ability every single time. Some of y'all are so caught up in the game that you don't get it. It isn't practicing. It isn't eating right. It isn't making good decisions that you look a certain way. It is how you practice. It is what you do that makes you look like you look. It is the process of the grind that shapes you and forms you. It's not the game. And that's why most of y'all get beat in the game or make mistakes in the game because you think grinding is what happens when the sun comes out. You think grind is what happens when the lights come on. You think grind is what happens when people get on the stage. That's not grind. The real grind is in the dark, when nobody sees you, when nobody knows what you're doing, when you're studying without a coach, when you're putting in those extra reps, when you're watching those videos and getting inspired, when you change your music. It's a process that makes you sweet. And the problem with some of y'all is you want someone to support your dream. It's yours. If you wanted to have it, reach your butt up and make it happen. If you wanted to have it, rise and grind, because it's my time. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. Tomorrow is a myth. We only got today. Sometimes it's about consistency. Just keep doing it. You keep doing it. You never stop. You never give up and never quit. Day after day, play after play, second after second, minute by minute. You don't hear what I'm saying? Man, you will never be successful. You'll never have it. You'll never do it. You'll never be because you're just interested in it. That's all you are. You just like it. You're trying to get to the next level and you're just interested. You're killing yourself. Forget about it. If you want to get to the next level, if you want to eat it, if you want to live it, if you want to swim in it, if you want to wear it, if you want to be it, if you want to accomplish it, if you want to do it, stop talking about it. It has to be full commitment. 120%. There are those of you, you're still immature. When your excitement is up, your effort is up. But when your excitement goes down, your effort goes down. You're too seasonal. When you're excited, man, you come to work the first week, the first month, the first 3 months. When you got that job, you were excited. And so you were putting forth effort. You were on fire. But then you got comfortable and you're not excited no more. And guess what happened? Your effort went down. So do me a favor, get off of that feeling stuff. Get off your excitement. We're not dealing with feelings because feelings go up and down. You don't have to be excited. You made a commitment to that job. They didn't force you to take that job. You signed your name on the dotted line, and commitment said, I don't care how I feel. I don't care if I'm excited. I don't care if I'm pumped up. I don't care if I'm fired up. You made a commitment. Now it's time to put up. Some of y'all are playing. Stop playing. You talk about you want to be successful. Stop tripping. You ain't serious. If you say it's too much, if you say you can't do no more, it means you don't want it. You're not willing to make the investment. It ain't never too much if if you really want it. It's not the most talented person that succeeds. Talent don't mean a doggone thing if talent don't show up. It's not the quickest. It's not the fastest. It's not the strongest. No. That's not the person who makes all their dreams become a reality. Sometimes it's less talent and more effort. Greatness is in you, but the problem is somebody's got to push you. The problem is you need a reward. The problem is you need a program. The problem is you're not self-motivated. You have to stay in beast mode. And so I'm looking at the clock and I'm saying, technically you can go back to sleep. Technically. But if you go back to sleep, you might not wake up at 3:30. You might not wake up at 4 o'clock. And if you wake up at 4 o'clock for 30 minutes of sleep, you might be pushing your goals back a week. You might be pushing your goals back a month. You might be pushing your goals back an entire year by sleeping in for 2 hours because you'll miss an opportunity. What do you do when somebody's not there watching you? What do you do when you have to either do what you know you're supposed to do or you get to take the play off because no one's going to know the difference? Because it's really easy for anybody to come to work on the days they feel like killing it. But what happens on the days that you don't feel like killing it? What happens on the days that you don't feel like getting out of bed? Because those are the days that are going to define where you end up in your life. Not the easy days, the hard days, the days when everything in you says stop and something deeper says go. That's where champions are made. That's where legends are born. Now get up, get after it, and never look back.